Good morning, everybody. I think it's just about morning. It's probably about 11:30, I think. I'm walking some of the Offers Dyke path today, which runs from South Wales. I think it's Newport to Prestatyn. I've never walked any of it before, but some of my friends are up from Bristol and they are walking this section. So I left them about half an hour, 45 minutes ago, and I've walked back on my own. The reason why I'm telling you this and showing you this is because this stretch, I've just sat down on a bench, this stretch back to where I parked is along the Montgomery Canal. So I'm here at Bridge 99. Now this is a gorgeous stretch of canal, but what's important to know about this is it's disused. So this section is disused, it carries on that way, but it goes all the way to Llanminnick unused. And then after Llanminnick is where the navigable section starts, so I'll do some footage on the way and show you the trip. There's some fab wildlife on this stretch, so look at all these lovely swans. And this one is having a bath, look at that. Look at him fixing his feathers. Looks healthy enough. I was worried he might have something stuck, but it looks like he's just bathing and pruning, so we're alright. It's the last day of this current British heat wave. It's going to be 32 a little bit later, and then it breaks about 5 o'clock tonight. So I've got to get back to the boat by then because I've got to rainproof my boat. I've left the crutch cover. It's not open, but it's not fully shut either. So if it rains, it'll it'll flood. I mean, there's holes in the front, but I don't really want it to rain all over the stuff, and you know, no thanks. So I've got to go back and sort that out, but I'm quite looking forward to it raining, and I bet quite a few of you are out there as well. But I'm worried about some of my windows because last time it hammered down I got quite the leak, so as soon as I've got that hole done, the windows are my next priority. I need to save up some money or learn how to do windows myself. That might be a good idea. Ooh. I'll just stop here for a second because there's a lovely patch of shade. There's less shade than there was this morning, as to be expected, but at least there's some good patches. Look at this, isn't this so peaceful, this spot here? Look at that. It's all covered in duckweed because it's not a moving water body. There is slight movement, so you'll see there's it's not so obvious here, but there's a small bit of water without duckweed, and that's kind of all the way along. Oh, somebody coming. So yeah, really nice relaxing walk. And this, if the duckweed wasn't here, it would look almost like a usable canal, although some of the trees are a bit low hanging. Spooked a heron. Don't know if you can see him, just landed over there. Probably a bit far. Maybe I'll spot another one. And here we are at Bridge 98. Super cute one, this. Look how short it is. I have to duck a little bit to go under this. Looks like it's been hit in its time by more than a few boats. And there's quite a lot of water coming off the bridge as well. Looks like this was once a winding hole here, which is quite exciting to see the remnants of time lost. Okay, onward. Got duckies in the weeds who are a lot closer, but as soon as I whip my phone out, they got camera shy. And we got some babies here. I wonder how close I can get for you to actually see them. Where are they? Can't see them on the phone. There they are. They're so cute. I'm going to come out in the sun. Here we are. Oh. Another bridge. 97. That was very close to the other one. It's another really quite short one. Short and narrow. Ooh, bit of shade. Here's a sign you'll all be familiar with on the canals. No fishing in either direction. And here's the sign for National Trail, which is what I'm on. The Offers Dyke path is one of the national trails in the UK. I'm coming up to some more swan babies. Big family, this one. Oh, and you can smell, I don't know if you know what giant hogweed smells like, but that's what it smells like right now. But all the hogweed's in seed, so. Oh, here they are. Look at that. 5 babbies all on the line. And here is a viaduct. This is a really snappy title, people. It's called the Montgomery, hang on, the Aqueduct Montgomery Canal over the river. I'll put the title in the bottom. But yeah, the aqueduct. Oh my god, I think I'm brain dead. It's far too hot. The Montgomery Canal Aqueduct over the river, something like that. But the view is fab. I mean, look at this. So lovely. I was just going to say, I think that's a train line, and then a car goes over. That's hilarious. So that's a road. And then to the right is the river. Now this is the River Vyrnwy, which I've been told Vyrnwy is Welsh for 7, as in River 7, except this is a different river to the River 7. The River Vyrnwy is a different river, so that's not at all confusing. But yeah, this is a really nice aqueduct. Obviously not much water in it now. Very shallow. I literally looked up the name of this aqueduct just before I started that video, so that's how completely non-existent my brain is today. Any idea what this sign means? I'm thinking canoe. That's the only thing I can think of. No canoeing, or it's fine to have a canoe? I've no idea. Oh, it might have something to do with this. This platform's opposite that sign. I wonder if it's like a canoe entry point or something. To gate or not to gate? I think not to gate. Do you know? I think I've worked this out. I think it is canal canoe, because there's another one here and the waterway kind of ends there, and then you have to cross the road to join it again. So presumably there's a forgotten the word for it, but a bit that the water can get through. So presumably you get out here, carry your canoe across the road and then get back in. But if anybody has any other ideas, let me know. This, pretty sure, is a coot baby. Very cute. There's some amazing dragonflies around as well, some huge ones, but they move too quick and I can't get them on camera for you, sorry. Another time perhaps. Coming up to a lock here. That's quite exciting. Get a better look at it in a sec. Rickety looking thing, isn't it? What does that say? Can't even read it. Carragopher bottom lock. Who left the gates open? Here we are, it's pretty shallow. Not much movement through here. Hello. Still got all its bits. Got the ladder. Have a good look at this one. Lovely plants growing. All there. Must be a great environment. That's quite an unusual looking sill. And here we are at Bridge 95. And under here, the other side, is a gorgeous looking house and culvert. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Culvert. Let's have a look at it. The other side of 95. There's the culvert. And you've got this gorgeous house here and garden next to another lock. Here we are. Got quite an old sign to the side of me as well. Check this out. Can you see that in the sun? Very nice. So, as I say, another lock here. Gates look shut on this one. Let's check it out. So this one's fenced off. It's probably quite a dodgy side. Maybe a bit crumbly. But the gates are shut on this one. You can just about hear water dripping. And this is Carragotha. That'll be a V actually, won't it? We're in Wales. Carragotha top lock. And on the right hand side, what was probably a weir in its time. Not anymore. There is discussions, there's a large body of people that would like to reopen the Montgomery, so as you'll see right at the end of today's walk, they have reopened a significant amount, but obviously nowhere near the rest of it. But if they do decide to do that and they get the money for it, they're going to really have their work cut out for them. There might be public opposition, like you've just seen some of those lovely houses that have it nice and peaceful. They might quite like it how it is, but also look at the amounts of weeds. There's a canal in there, or what's left of one, and it's just completely weeded across. If I hadn't told you we were on a canal, I doubt you'd notice. But we're just coming up to another bridge. Must be nearly there now. It's so hot. It's coming up to about 12:30, so it'll be the hottest part of the day soon, and I really want to be back at the car by then, because as I say, it's going to be about 32, so I can't remember what bridge number we're up to. 94? Have a look. I thought it was numberless, but on the other side, here's the 94. Awesome. I can see another heron. He's fishing in what might be another winding hole. I'll see how close I can get to him. Here he is. Perfectly still. Oh, he's a young one. He doesn't have his colours or his dangly bits. Oh, there he goes. Oh, beautiful. Here we are at 93, and this is where the water comes to another abrupt halt, and we cross over another road. Gorgeous rock face in the distance. I think that's called Laminic rocks, but don't quote me. But here we are, finally a sign with the distance. Don't know if you can read it, but we've got a 1/4 of a mile to go. If you're interested in plants, we've not got much variety here. All of the sort of early colonisers. We've got rosebay willow herb, that's the pink one. We've got meadowsweet, we've got bindweed, nettles of course, and hogweed. So, oh, and the lilies of course. And I'm back. Just gone past the exit to the car park. This is the closest winding hole. And then the car park is just by that cyclist there. There's a sign there as well. Let's go and see if there's anything interesting on it. So here we are in the car park where I've parked, and as I promised you, there's a map. So you've got a UR here. This is Llanminnick, and a bit about the canal. So I pretty much told you this on the way. But here we go. It was opened in 1796 and gradually under restoration. So we'll see how they get on with that. Wouldn't that be fab to bring the boat down here? And then you've got a map of the Offa's Dyke. So I lied to you earlier. I said I thought it went to Newport, but it's actually Chepstow. So we're pretty much in the middle. So here's Welshpool, where I left my friends walking to, and I double back on myself. It's a really nice sign. And I met this lovely gentleman who's going to wave at me, if you will. There we go. He's going to look at my channel, so hopefully I'll have a new subscriber soon. So I'm just looking up the navigable sections of the Montgomery for you, and it's really complex. So where I was is here, this stretch here, and you'll remember I talked about Carrigover Lock and the aqueduct, which according to this is called the Newbridge Aqueduct. News to me. And I walked as far as here, so Parsons 99, Bridge 99, and then the path comes off the Offa's Dyke path and goes through Four Crosses. So I went from, as I say, from here, walked all along here, and the green line here is fisheries, so you can fish most of this. Walked all the way along here through the locks, and then you've got this bit here which is currently just a footpath. It's not navigable in any way, and then here is fisheries again. So I know I said that it was navigable up to here, but because I saw a narrowboat on it, so that was interesting. So it must be just a section of it is accessible by boat, but according to this map it's not navigable. So if you follow all this along, I'll have to go and do the other section of this at some point. So you keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's just zoom out because it's a bit easier. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So this is where it gets navigable. So this would be Bridge 76. There's a winding hole here. So you could travel from Lower Frankton Locks, and this is Ellesmere. So you could come south along the Llangollen and then down the Montgomery Canal. There's also a navigable section at Welshpool. So you can see here there's lots of work going on to make it navigable. So they're doing sections bit by bit. So I've heard that some sections near Welshpool, so this must be this section here, is actually sufficient that they're putting hire boats on there. So that's really exciting. So watch this space. If I hear any more about the Montgomery, I'll let you know. But it's a gorgeous section, and it would be really nice, sorry, a gorgeous canal, and it would be really lovely if they actually, you know, reinstated it at some point. But according to these websites, there's a lot of public supports for this. But if you want to have a look at this, this is the CRT website, Canal and River Trust. And there's also a Inland Waterways website that I was looking at before, which is a lovely website as well. So this one. And this is all about the Montgomery Canals. There's a map of things to do in the area, and then some information about it, and then a bit about what's navigable, and then some information about the restoration. So really worth looking at if you're interested more about the Montgomery.